Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to Card Making Project 635. Where does the time go? Today we're going to use our Anna Griffin products to make a gorgeous card. Now I'm actually going to only use one die set, and that's the Angel and Wings die set. We're going to use this particular die here. We're going to use the shadow layer and the ornate layer. So just because you might be thinking, oh, it's a set of angels, I can only use them at Christmas. No, use your background dies all year round. And we're going to use this in two different ways. So it might give you an idea how you can use other dies in your stash. Or maybe you don't have this set and you want to substitute it with something that you have. So it's the shadow layer and the ornate layer. And that's the only thing we're going to use, apart from my favourite card making kit, which is the Painted Garden card making kit. And I've got to say, just before we start, when I have a mental block or I think, what shall I do for a project, and I just can't think, I always turn back to this kit because it is so useful and there's so much in it that you can be very creative with. Using other products, or maybe you haven't got any other products and you just want to use that kit, but it's just a versatile kit, and I love the colouring and the flowers, and it's my go-to kit. Now I'm starting with a square 6x6 inch ivory blank card, so I suppose you could say this is the other thing that isn't in the kit, as well as some of the cardstock, but I'm sure you're going to have different things in your stash that you use with other card making projects, so you'll be able to substitute things. So this is a 6x6 inch square ivory card. I've already stamped it on the back, 635. Now I'm not here next week, so I'm having a week off, so then I'll be back for 636. But I put the number on there just to remind me, basically, and that's my card base. So I'm going to use the Anna Griffin bone folder just to make sure that's nice and sharp at the top. And it looks professional when it stands up. It's nicely creased and it doesn't wobble so much. So we're going to create the inside first. Now everything that I use I should put in a detailed list on my blog, so please be sure to check it out. There's also extra photos on there of the projects. And obviously there's so many projects on there, so there's something for everyone. So be sure to check it out and share with your crafty friends. So I've taken the metallic cardstock from Anna Griffin, and it's in lilac, and I've cut it to 5.8 inches by 5.8 inches square, and I've got flat double-sided tape on the back of the insert, and I'm just peeling the back of it away. And I'm just going to slot it in to our card like that. There we go. So there's a nice little border around the edge. Next, I've taken the Angel Wings ornate layer. I've die cut it twice, and I've just trimmed a third of it away. I've got a little piece of tape just in the centre to hold it down. And I've used the gold satin cardstock that comes in the Painted Garden kit, so I've not even used extra cardstock. I'm going to simply add half of the angel wing border, base, frame, whatever you want to call it, to one half of the card, and then the second one, again the same, one piece of tape on it, and I'm just going to add that to the base of the card on the inside. There we go. Don't worry about the gap in the middle. It won't look like that when we're finished. So I've just trimmed the edges away from it, basically. I've then die cut the shadow layer of the die from the Angel and Wings set. I've die cut it in ivory cardstock, and I've just simply inked around the edges with wilted violet, which is a distress ink. And then I've got flat double-sided tape on the back, so I can peel away the tape. There we go. Now this is going to cover up the gap. So for anybody worried that it looks a bit messy, don't, because it's just going to sit nicely through the centre, and it gives you a nice panel to write your message on. So already it is looking really fancy, but we want it a little bit fancier. So what I've done is I've taken one of the sentiments from the Painted Garden kit, and it just says, on this very special day. I've put a little bit of flat tape on the back, and I'm just going to pop it to the top of our insert. And then I've taken 2 of the flowers from a decoupage sheet that's in the card making kit as well. So I've just taken 2 flowers, they're exactly the same, and I've just put flat tape on the back. And I'm going to put one at one side of the sentiment and one at the other side of the sentiment. There we go, like that. You know I like symmetrical. So I'm press those down, and that is our insert, and that's going to match perfectly to our outside. Nice amount of room for your message. I think I forgot to mention about the room last week on the project, but there was a nice amount of room on that one as well. Nice and fancy. As I say, it's going to tone in perfectly. So now we can make the outside as well to match. Bone folder again, just to make sure the top crease is still nice and sharp. Now for the base of the card, I've taken one of the actual, do you know, I've said that we're only using a couple of things. I've got my list here and I don't know why I said that. These are from the foil layers from Anna. If you've just got the metallic card, you could use what's in the actual kit itself. Obviously we're using the 6x6 size card, so it's something a little bit different. I've put flat tape on the back and I've trimmed it slightly to fit the card. In fact, I haven't. Oh, I'm all of a tizzy today. This is 6x6, so it's going to fit perfectly. So forget the fact that I've trimmed it, because I haven't. There we go. The next layer I've trimmed. So that's covered our card entirely. And as I say, you might have some Anna Griffin cardstock. You might have something in your stash that you want to use if you don't have the foil layers. The next layer is again from the foil layers. And I just love this colour, this peacock colour, and I thought it's going to go perfectly with the lilac. And just, what a combination. And we're going to throw a bit of blue in as well, and it's just going to work. Now for the foil layer, I've trimmed the edge, and it's given me a scalloped effect. So I've trimmed away the hard line edge, and it just looks so gorgeous. I've got 3D foam on the back, and I'm just going to add that over our previous layer. There we go, so I can just press that down. Next, we're going to take our angel wings on shadow layer, again in the lilac metallic cardstock, 3D foam on the back, and I'm just going to put that through the centre of the card, like that. There we go. I'm then taken the ornate layer and I've die cut it from the satin cardstock that's in the Painted Garden kit, and I've just got a tiny bit of tape in the middle just to be able to hold it in place so that it's in position for the other things to go on top of it, and they will hold it as well. So I'm just popping that over the top of the shadow layer and press it down. Now in the Painted Garden kit, there's some gold ribbon bow stickers. I've peeled the stickers away and I've put 3D foam on the back, and I'm going to put one sticker at one side of our centre panel of the angel wings, and then I'm going to put the second one at the other side. There we go. So it's just kind of overlapping the edge of both the foil layer and the angel wing in the middle. There we go. Then I've taken my favourite decoupage from the Painted Garden kit. I've layered it out and I've got 3D foam on the back. Now, for anybody who's never used anything like this, Anna's included the numbers on the back of the layers. I've actually got foam over the number on the second layer. But you would just simply follow the numbers as a guide and layer the pieces together. So this is my first layer of decoupage, and I'm going to put it through the centre of our angel wings dies. The second layer, again, I've punched out the little pieces from the sheet and I've got 3D foam on the back, and I'm simply going to marry up the layers because decoupage is about building a 3D image effect, and so each layer is slightly smaller than the last to give you the look of a 3D object. Next, I've got the two panels for the bows at the bottom and the top, simply again on 3D foam. Oops. So we can pop that over there like so. My next layer is smaller again, so it's just the rose in the centre, and I've got 3D foam on the back. So we just follow the pattern from the previous layer. The last layer of the decoupage is just the little rose itself. Again, 3D foam on the back, and position that over the top. I've taken one of the sentiments from the card kit. Now, I've just used my bone folder to make it a little bit curved and give it a little bit of shape. And then I've got 3D foam on the back, just in the centre, because I'm going to position this just underneath the flower, and I want it to sit curved, so it's going to sit proud on the actual card, like that. There we go. So press that down. I would have probably been better using silicone glue, but I want to be able to pick it up to show you, and obviously we don't have drying time. And the last thing that I have is a little hand-tied bow in lilac satin. I've got 3D foam on the back, and I'm just going to pop that underneath our birthday sentiment. There we go. And press that down. And that is our card finished. Such a pretty card and a gorgeous combination of lilac and blues. You can see all those gorgeous layers, and it's just, oh, it is a stunner. The inside matches perfectly with the lilacs and the flowers and the gold. It's just a gorgeous one, it really is. Please check my blog for extra photos, because, you know, I'll show you the inside and then close up around the card just in case I haven't shown it to its best ability on the video. And there's so many projects on there as well. I'm having a break next week, so I shall see you in 2 weeks' time. And I would just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.